Hey, what's up you bunch of badasses? Wacky Weirdo here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get rich and escape from Tarkov. Now if you look up here you can see that I currently have 31 million rubles. Now I managed to accumulate that many rubles by farming the lab. I just go in butt naked with my beta container and I just find a bunch of valuable items, put them in my beta container, and if I'm lucky enough I'll manage to get some gear like guns and armor and shit and escape. But even if I die, I'm still gonna have valuable items in my beta container which I can sell in the flea market for hundreds of thousands of rubles. Now the three most valuable items that I have found in the lab are these right here: the VPX, the LEDX, and the Vertex. Now let me show you. Let's filter this item. As you can see, the cheapest one right now, wait, hold up, we gotta click that. Yeah, the cheapest VPX on the market is 420,000 rubles. Fucking crazy, right? Now let's go ahead and filter this one. The cheapest LEDX is over 1,000,000 rubles. Alright, let's go ahead and filter this one. The Vertex, the cheapest one, is 788,000 rubles. And let's check this last item. This one doesn't sell for as much as these three, but it's still good rubles. Yeah, see, over 100,000. So yeah, these are the four items right here that I'm constantly looking for when I go to lab, and I'm about to show you their locations. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the lab in offline mode. That way I don't have to worry about any raiders or players shooting me in the back while I'm trying to show you guys the hot spots, because that would suck all kinds of booty. Alright, so we're about to load in. Just so you guys know, you don't need any of the keys in order to find these valuables, and there's not going to be any jump cuts in this video because I want to show you guys the route I take. That way you don't get lost. So if you ever spawn right here, what you want to do is just run right, then run straight down these stairs, and boom, you're in the middle of the map. Now if you don't get this spawn, what you want to do is just run around until you see that big orange dome. That way you know you're in the center of the map. Now right up here is the manager's office. Now this isn't a route I take, I just want to show you guys where one of the keys spawn. So you just want to come up here, and a key sometimes spawns right there next to the computer. But the route I usually take is I run straight to this orange dome, to this orange barrel right here, because this is where an LEDX spawns, which is one of the most valuable items in the game that I showed you in my inventory. It sells for over 1,000,000 rubles, so you definitely want to get that. Then you want to come over here, there's a weapons box. This is where a key spawns, and then on top of this tower is a UHF spawn. Then what you want to do is run over here. This is where the VPX spawns, which is another item that I showed you in my inventory. Then over here, and here, and right here. These are nice spawn locations for graphics cards, wires, caps, Tetrises, hard drives, all sorts of shit. So you want to look out for those areas. Over here on these little red coolers, this is where an MP5 spawns sometimes, and it has a fully loaded mag. Definitely want to keep your eyes out for that. Over here, sometimes little items spawn on top of this black box, and also even on the ground right here. Now on this table, sometimes you'll find a transmitter, you'll find defibrillators, you'll find other medical type items, and over here you'll find rare electronics like wires, which sell for really good money, and look at that, Tetrises, which you can sell for good money in the flea market, or you can trade to mechanic for a Bitcoin. I don't think anything spawns here. I always look here, but I never see anything, so you don't have to worry about looking over there. Now over here, right next to this PC and the coffee cup, a UHF spawns, which is one of the other items that I showed you in my inventory. Now if you loot those areas, you want to come here, because sometimes USD, euros, and a ruble spawn. Over here, You'll find injectors, grizzlies, ibuprofen, those ophthalma llama scopes, and some other cool shit. Now, I don't know if a player dropped the M4 here or not, but I was in a server once, and I came over here, and I seen a decked out M4 right here, which is pretty odd, because this does not seem like a spot for a weapon spawn. But it was right here. It only happened once, so I'm thinking maybe a player dropped it there. But still, keep your eyes out. Maybe an M4 spawns here. And then you'll also find some good shit that spawns right there. Now after that, you want to run over here. And you want to look in the window. If you see a key on that desk above the tower, you break this window, grab that key, and quickly put it into your container. Because that thing is worth like 700,000 rubles, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, after I loot this whole area near the dome, what I do is I head over here. Alright, head over here into this cage. This is where some more valuable loot spawns. On this table right here, you'll find antique axes, fire steel, hashtag fire clean lube, WD-40, toolkits, fuel conditioner, all sorts of shit spawns here. So make sure you check here. And over here is where that vertex spawns, one of the other valuable items that I showed in my inventory. So keep your eye out for that. After I loot both of these areas, I like to run up the stairs. You can go up that way or this way. I always go up this way because of the route I take. And I break this window. Now there's a weapons box right here. And then on these shelves, you got to keep your eye out for Bitcoin, gold chains, chainlets, statues. That type of shit spawns on this shelf. On this shelf. Look at that, gold chain. And on this shelf. So keep your eyes open. And there's also a safe right next to this shelf, which contains Bitcoins, rollers, money, all the good stuff. And after I loot this one, I run out, head over to the next office. Then you also want to look on these shelves for Bitcoins, chainlets, gold chains, statues. Look at that. You got a horse statue right there. Now right here, I found a Bitcoin 3 times next to this stack of white books. So definitely keep your eyes out for this shelf right here when you come in this office. There's also another weapons crate. And over here by the filing cabinet, another safe. It's always filled with some goodies. Then after I use this one, I run this way. Now this is where we get closer to the danger zone. This is where the players like to PvP. This is where a lot of the raiders show up. So you got to keep your ears open along with your eyeballs. Now I like to go in here, but you got to peek because you never know. This is a hot spot for players. They like to group up, close the door, wait for somebody to open it, and then they unload into their buttholes. So if this door is ever closed, don't even worry about going this way. Just keep going. But if it's open, usually that means there's not going to be anybody in here. But over here by the plant, you'll find another key, which is for the weapons testing area. And then if you look over here, you'll find a UHF. And if you look over here, you'll find a LEDX. And there's also a weapons box. And after I loot that area, I head this way. Now there's some weapon parts that tend to spawn right here. Sometimes there'll be some Vita juice and shit in case you're thirsting. And then I run over here. Now this is probably the most dangerous spot on the map in online mode, because players tend to group up in here and they'll kill you. And then you also have raiders that love this area for some reason. They just show up in the kitchen. If you run through it, they are gonna light your ass up like a cigarette. Now if you come out here, you'll find an MP5 that spawns here. And then the alarm system key spawns right here on the center table. And after I loot that, I like to run over to this room. Because as you can see, good shit spawns here. You got ibuprofen. Look at that, an ophthalmoscope. These things are valuable. You can also trade them for some good shit. And grizzlies and defibrillators and IFAKs also spawn on this shelf, so keep your eyes on that. I found a Bitcoin in this bag once. I also got a green weapons crate which spawns AS Vals and shit. And you can loot this shelf for more items. Keep your eyes out on these desks for money, ammunition. You can find a little Uzi right here that'll fit in your alpha container. It only takes up 2 slots. And that's pretty much all that I found in here. You of course got the 2 lock doors that you gotta find keys for. 2 keys which I haven't found yet, sadly. Then you can run over here to the center where the big cat statues are. You got a weapons box here. And if you look in front of this laptop, sometimes rubles, USD, and euros will spawn. Same over here, same with that laptop. And then the final room I like to loot is this one because I found Bitcoin in here before. So you can loot this, find some good stuff. And if you're doing the cigarette quests where you need cigarette packs, I tend to find Wilstons and Strikes and Marlboros that spawn on top of all these desks here. So this is a good spot to come. You also got another bag. This is where some food and drink spawns. Now I found a Bitcoin on this shelf once. And I found a Bitcoin on this shelf once. So when you come in here, keep your eyes open. Look at that. Got you a horse statue. Then I've found some money that spawns on this desk. And you can also find some money that spawns right here next to the laptop. And there's some good stuff that spawns on this one too. But yeah, after I loot this one, then I just run to an exit. If the garage isn't open, I open it and then I kind of stand back and wait to see if any raiders come out. If they don't, then I run in and I extract there. But 90% of the time when I extract, I take the elevator right here. So if you want to remember where the elevator extraction is, remember this, the 2 cat statues. You want to run down these stairs here, take a left, run on these stairs, take a right, and then right around this corner, turn on the elevator, open this door, open this door, and then boom, you're at the elevator. You just gotta call it, get on, and extract. And there you have it. Those are the areas I go. I find my valuables, put all the shit in my beta container, and if I die, it doesn't matter. I still get to keep those items. I move them over, put them on the flea market, sell them, and start stacking them rubles. It worked for me, so hopefully it works for you guys. I hope this video helps you start stacking them rubles if you're having problems finding any valuables in the match. And yeah, thanks for watching.